Honestly guys, in my opinion, this is the only e-commerce SEO strategy you should be following. What's up SEO wizards? Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna take a look at Ikea and how they're dominating online. If you have an online store, this is the video for you. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Jaume. I'm head of SEO at a startup here in Barcelona. And in this channel, we cover strategies and tools to help you grow your online business. You guys won't believe how much traffic Ikea is getting. Let's go straight into Ahrefs. Ikea is getting 182 million monthly clicks in organic traffic. That is an insane number, a really high domain rating as expected, and they're doing decently well in terms of the Ahrefs rank. But guys, I want to take you guys to their top pages because we're going to see something pretty incredible. If we go into the top pages, what do we see? So there's a few things that I want you guys to take note of. The first thing is the dissection of traffic. So if we see here, there isn't one significant page that's responsible for most of the organic traffic for Ikea in the US. What we see is that we have pages that have 4.2%, 3.7%, 3%, and so on and so forth. And this is something that we all need to learn from. Being dependent on one specific keyword is quite dangerous, especially if that keyword is very competitive. There's going to be a lot of fluctuations. Anyway, another thing that I want you guys to notice is that most of these pages, if we open them up, are actually category pages, right? They aren't product pages. So again, we see that this is a category page. What is this telling us about e-commerce SEO? E-commerce SEO should be focused on the category pages. That's where most of the traffic is gonna come in. Let's take a look at some of their keywords because it's honestly pretty incredible. So let's check some of these keywords. Tuan bed. It's always kind of funny knowing how much traffic a lot of these misspelled keywords get. But anyway, they're number one for the word couch, 308,000 searches a month. Cube storage, dresser, TV benches, sofa, again, number one. Chair, they're number one for the word chair. This is incredible. But guys, what do we see here? So we're seeing some pretty phenomenal keywords, and that's great. But there's also a huge problem with these keywords. These keywords are extremely generic, right? When someone is typing in the word sofa, what exactly are they looking for? And this is the main problem behind e-commerce SEO strategies, right? Back in the day, it used to be all about making sure that that category page had as many products as possible and that users would be able to filter and sort through all these things. The difference is that today we need to be thinking about user intent, and Ikea does this to perfection. Just a quick recap on user intent. User intent is the actual meaning or the intention behind that search, right? Behind that user when they're typing in the word sofa. So traditionally, there's four types of intents. Whether it's informational, so they're looking for some type of answer to a question. Navigational, they're looking to be pointed in one direction or another. Transactional, they're looking to shop and they're looking to buy something. And commercial intent, so maybe they're looking to compare two products for a future transaction. Let's go back to the main problem. How in the world could you possibly know what that person is looking for when they type in the keyword sofa or couch? Let's see what Ikea is doing because this is what they're doing so well. So if we click into their sofa or their couch category page, we're gonna see a few things. What I want you guys to do here is to look at all the different sections on this page and think about the different types of intents that they're answering with each section, right? So the first one, obviously, they're fulfilling the navigational intent, right? So there's a user who's coming on, maybe they already know exactly what type of couch they want, maybe they don't. But here what they're doing is they're guiding the user into a more specific product line and a more specific category of products, right? They're guiding them into a subcategory, and this is going to help them convert a lot better, right? So right away, we've already covered navigational intent. So if we keep scrolling down, we have this section, which is a bit of a mix. So this could be considered commercial, right? Because you're comparing different couches and different scenarios. It could also be informational, right? Because we're giving that user ideas of how that couch would realistically look in their house. So we're helping that user with the ideation of that product. So here, what they're doing is pretty incredible. They're giving that user that pure informational intent, right? So maybe that user doesn't actually know what they want, but they're just looking for information on how to buy a couch, what's the best way to do it. Ikea does that phenomenally, as well as giving other options. And at the bottom of all of this, this is where they fulfill that commercial and that transactional intent for that person that literally all they want to do is they just want to browse, right? So Ikea makes sure to do that as well, but it's not the first thing on the page, and that's for a reason. They know for a fact that most users don't actually know what they're looking for. So the category page is built to help guide users and to help connect them with the rest of their products and the rest of their website. Another thing that I want you guys to take a look at within the specific category page is the actual internal linking. So this is the second responsibility of the category page. So the first one is to make sure that we're answering that user intent and that we're helping the user guide them in all the right places. But the second is to make sure that that category page is the connecting spot for any other subcategories within that category. So we make sure we don't have any orphan links and that they can easily navigate and access all other relevant pages. And we're gonna find something really interesting, that when we get deeper into subcategory pages, what's gonna happen here is we're just gonna see a list of products, right? So why are they doing this? Because if we think about it, the two main ways to access this page is through search or some other channel of acquisition for a keyword that will already be specific to this page, or directly through the internal navigation. So we can actually see the breadcrumbs here. It's done really well. If you've navigated through the internal navigation, you've taken yourself to a place looking for a specific product. So why would they try and pitch blogs, and why would they try and pitch different designs when at the end of the day, what you want to do when you've landed on this page is you want to buy and you want to compare products. So Ikea does this very well because they know exactly when to show different types of sections on category pages to fulfill that intent, and when to just leave the user alone and let them do their own process of shopping or buying. So Ikea has done this extremely well. The last thing I want to do, you guys, is I want to show you guys the Ikea Rooms subfolder. So if we put this into Ahrefs, so we're gonna see something pretty crazy. They're getting around 750,000 monthly searches, but if we check some of these keywords, so what we see here is a totally different type of keyword, right? So their product catalog and their category pages is targeting a different subset of keywords. Those keywords are more directed to the actual product, right? So whether it's couches or dressers or bed frames, right? So the other side of furniture is the actual room that furniture is sitting in, right? And that's why they've built this specific section of their website where they talk about bedroom furniture, for example. They talk about the bedroom, living room furniture, bathroom furniture, dining room furniture, right? And so they also do this phenomenally, right? They have that separate side of the website. And if you actually check those pages, if we click into bedroom, for example, we're gonna see that it's a very similar page and it's built in a very similar way to other category pages, right? So guys, to summarize some main ideas that we need to take into account if we have an e-commerce store is traffic is most likely gonna come to your category pages. We need to make sure that we're fulfilling all types of user intent and creating different sections and different types of content for those users. Make sure that pages are properly internally linked and that we have a flat website architecture, right? And that it's easy to navigate and we're, if possible, always 3 clicks away from the homepage. Hope you guys learned from this. I'll see you guys in the next one.